This is the time to snip, flip, and fill, which is the next step in College Essay Academy's uncommon essay approach. Open a new document and see if you can pluck your highlighted sentences and rearrange them into an order that generally aligns with your outline. Now, snip. If you don't like what a line says about you, cut it. If it doesn't further the point of your story, say sayonara. If it's confusing or puts you to sleep, wake yourself up with a few sharp taps on the delete key. You may also love an idea that you had trouble expressing during your earlier free writes. If you're not ready to cut it, hold that thought because you'll have another chance to expand and rewrite later on. As you sculpt your story, some elements might not fit with your adapting plot points and story plan, and others might come in handy in ways that you never expected. Maybe there are lines in your draft that are valuable, but would be better suited in a different sequence. Perhaps your planned ending graph should be your opener instead. Don't be shy. Move things around. Experiment. You can always hit the undo button. Fill. Search for holes in logic. Mark places you might need to come back to and fill in crucial details. Revisit the paragraphs that contained ideas you liked, but perhaps writing you weren't in love with, and try and breathe some new life into those lines. Draft new content as you feel inspired. The process of snipping away what doesn't serve the essay well, flipping plot points into their proper place, and filling in the missing details will bring you to a nice loose draft that pulls together the best elements of your outline in free writes. But as you wield those cut, paste, and delete keys, how can you make sure you're headed towards a structure that makes sense and fully emphasizes the points you're trying to make? Let's start with the basics. The best personal essays tell a story. And like all good stories, they have, drumroll, a beginning, a middle, and an end. As you pull the elements of your free writes into your outline, think about the order of events. Where is the turning point? What is the lesson? What should an admissions officer know about you or the situation up front for proper context? What should they remember about you when they finish reading your essay? Once you determine these answers, you can work to set up the key points by building dramatic tension. The heart of your message will often be revealed, or at least start to unveil itself, about 3/4 of the way through your essay. Maybe breaking your leg in a pogo sticking accident taught you a lesson about balance and led you to develop a plan to bring more literal and figurative balance to your life. Maybe you should let the admissions officer know that you made a full recovery and invented pogo stick yoga, or poga. The order in which you reveal these events does not have to be the order in which they occurred, but it does have to emphasize the point you find most valuable. Was it your ability to draw inspiration from your life, or your resilience in the face of broken bones? Are you sure you want to start your story at the chronological beginning of the action? Maybe you want to begin with the ending and flash back to the events that led up to your opening paragraph. Perhaps you want to dive right into the middle of the action and unpeel the story from the inside out. However you decide to organize your puzzle pieces, be sure to identify a main point and organize the rest of your story around it. Without a true turning point, your essay will read more like a timeline than a story. And don't look down on or outright dismiss the classic chronological layout. Some of the best college essays ever submitted have taken the form of a straightforward and insightful personal story, thoughtfully told.